Hello friends, welcome to SV Union High School and Junior College, Pune. Standard 8, Mathematics. Lesson 6, Factorization of Algebraic Expressions. Practice set 6.1. Hello students. Let us continue with Standard 8 Maths, Chapter 6, Factorization of Algebraic Expressions. Practice set 6.1. Question number 1. Factorize. Problem number 7. M square minus 23m plus 120. Now, before we start, let us just recall. We are factorizing quadratic trinomials of the form ax square plus bx plus c, and we are going to write this form in x square plus a plus b into x plus ab to find out two factors x plus a and x plus b form. Okay, so let us start solving and factorizing m square minus 23m plus 120. Here, to begin with, we have to find the product of the constant term and the coefficient of the first term, that is the square term. Here you have only m square as the first term and there is no number in the coefficient place. That means the number should of course be 1. Okay, so it is understood, right? So here let us find out factors of 120, because 120 multiplied by 1 is 120. Right, very simple. Here we have to find out two factors in such a way that the sum of the factors should be equal to minus 23, which is the coefficient of the middle term, and the product should be equal to 120. So let me guess 15 and 8, 15, 8, fine, 15 and 8, because here, remember one more thing, be careful of the sign. I should use the right sign. Here, minus 15 and minus 8. If I use like signs, that will be appropriate, because 15 and 8 makes 23 when we add up, right? But using the like sign, minus 15 and minus 8. Let me just check. Minus 15 plus minus 8 is equal to 15 plus 8 is 23. Of course, both are like signs. We are adding the numbers with the like signs, so it will be minus. So minus 15 added with minus 8 will be minus 23. So I get the coefficient of the middle term minus 23. Fine. Let me check whether if I multiply, do I get 120? So minus 15 multiplied by minus 8 is equal to 15 8s are 120. Very good. 120 here, minus into minus will be plus. So of course this also satisfies the number, the 120, which is a product of the constant term and of course the coefficient of the square term. Now let us start solving by taking minus 15 as a and minus 8 as b, right? Okay, now let us write m factorize. Start factorizing m square minus 23m plus 120 is equal to, in the form x square plus a plus b into x plus a into b. So here let me write m square plus a is minus 15. So minus 15 plus minus 8. I have taken minus 8 as b into, multiply it by m is m plus 120 as it is, because I know 15 into 8 is into b and that is 120. I need not write anything in brackets. I know it is plus 120. I directly write it. That is equal to m square. Let me remove these brackets now. Plus into minus is minus. 15 into m is 15m. Plus into plus is plus, but here plus into minus is minus again. So minus 8 into m is minus 8m plus 120, right? So here I have now 4 terms. Let me group them into 2 terms in each group. And now let me simplify this so that I get the factors. So let me continue with the common term of the first group. M is here common. So let me take it outside the bracket here. M into M will be M square. So M, let minus sign, I am taking it as it is because plus into minus will be minus. So M into 15 will be 15M. I finished with the first group. Let me take up the second group, but there is a minus sign. Remember, use the same sign as given in the beginning of the second group of terms. Okay. So minus 8 minus. Now which term can be common over here? 8 is and 120 are multiples. So let me take 8 into M. 8 is minus 8M. Now I have to write plus 120 in such a way that minus into minus. When like terms are multiplied becomes plus. So minus into minus is plus. So I can use minus. But which term, which number should I use? 8 15s are. So 8 15 are 120. I know. So it is M minus 8 into M minus 15. So let me take the common terms and common factors. Minus M minus 15 and the remaining M minus 8 are 2 factors of M square minus 23M plus 120. Well, so the factors of M square minus 23M plus 120 are M minus 15 and M minus 8. That will be the answer. Let us continue with 8th example. M square minus 25M plus 100. This is also very simple. This trinomial, we need to find out the factors of the form x plus a and x plus b. Let us start. So here we have M square is the first term whose coefficient will be 1. Minus 25M. Here this is the middle term. And plus 100 is the third term, which is constant term. Okay, let us start with multiplying the constant term with the coefficient of the first term to get its product and find out its factors. So we have 100 multiplied by 1. 100 into 1 is 100. So we need to find out 2 factors such that the sum of those 2 factors should be equal to the coefficient of the middle term and the product should be equal to 100. So I know 25. M has got a negative sign and plus 100 of course is positive number. So let us find out which 2 factors can fetch me the correct middle term. Let me consider the negative integers or negative factors. Minus 25 I should get, right? So can I go with 20 and 5? Of course, minus 20 and minus 5 could be those 2 factors. Let me just check. Minus 20 plus minus 5 is equal to minus 25, of course. And I get the coefficient of the middle term, minus 25. And let me find out the product. Minus 20 multiplied by minus 5 is 100. Here minus into minus will be plus. So I can use minus 20 and minus 5 as 2 factors. Let me take minus 20 as A and minus 5 as B, right? Let us now factorize M square minus 25 and plus 100 is equal to M square plus minus 20 plus minus 5 into multiplied by M plus, I know 20 into 5 is 100. Where negative signs minus into minus will be plus 100. We draw one here. Okay, now let us see, simplify, remove these brackets. Now is equal to M square plus into minus is minus. So instead of plus, let me consider only directly minus. So plus into minus is minus. 20 into m is 20m. So minus 20m. Plus into minus is minus again. 5 into m is 5m. So minus 5m plus 100. Now I have got a set of 4 terms here. Let me group them into 1 and 2. So that is equal to, let me take the common term in the first group. The common term is m into m is m square minus, as it is minus sign, I am going to take minus 20 because here I have 1. So 120s are 20. So first I got m into m minus 20. Let me now simplify the second group, minus 5m plus 100. Now here this is a minus sign, let me start with minus. 5 and 100 of course are multiples. So 5 I am going to take it as a common term into m is 5m. Minus into minus will be plus. So minus 5 20s are 100. So I have taken minus into minus is plus. 5 20s are 100. So I have got the 2 factors necessary for factorizing this trinomial. One is m minus 20, so m minus 20, and the rest is m minus 5, which is the second factor. So therefore, the factors of m square minus 25m plus 100 are m minus 20 and m minus 5. Thank you.